I challenged myself to make 8 films all in 2025.
Nick's FX3 completely broke.
Our camera's not turning on.
All interconnected into one anthology type series. We don't know if the batteries are charging.
We're stressed, all of us.
We have like 20 minutes to shoot that.
And posting my entire journey through that process on this channel. And it's just the very beginning, and already I've been being challenged and tested in so many different ways, having to come up with so many different solutions. And I'm going to be breaking down everything right here on this channel, starting from the very beginning in casting. Already this was a lot harder than I expected. So I just came back from probably my 5th in-person chemistry read audition, because what I've been doing is I've been posting it online on like Backstage and Actors Access, posting a listing for actors to apply, and then from there requesting self-tapes from the actors that look like they would work, and then from there coordinating and getting all those actors into a room with each other and pretty much playing matchmaker and testing out their chemistry with each other in an in-person audition. And it's been a lot. Casting is not talked about nearly enough, and it's probably might be the most important part of making a film. I'm also, like a lot of people, a perfectionist, so like to me everything needs to be spot on. Like if the people don't walk into the room and I'm instantly just like have that feeling of like that subconscious like yeah, that's it, then I feel like I just can't make a decision. I'm somebody who always listens to like that gut feeling, and my gut feeling is saying that I might need to start over. Because the thing about casting is, casting, especially for a project like this, is like a marriage, right? You audition, you see how they work in person, you go through a lot of different people, and then when you pick somebody, you're stuck with them for life, essentially. Honestly, I don't know how I feel about bringing in more people in person for chemistry auditions. I don't really have the time. I've already pushed the shooting date back like 3 times because I'm trying to find somebody. And so at this point, I think I just need to go off the self-tapes, just listen to myself, not keep listening to other people, and just find somebody. So I restarted, and I went through a lot more profiles and a lot more self-tapes and did a lot more searching. And finally, I found somebody who I was able to look at their reel and see their self-tape and get that feeling where it's like, oh yeah, that's the one. And that person was Alex Matthews, who is now playing the lead role of James. Then for the other lead, Ruby, it is such a complex character. It needs to be somebody who can be guarded, popular, but also studious at the same time. What I realized is that actors are actors. They're meant to mold themselves into different characters. And I had this image in my head that was meant to be the Ruby that I was looking for. But then I came across a self-tape. And this self-tape really surprised me because it wasn't somebody who fit that perfect mold that was in my mind, but it was somebody who's such a great actor and was able to hit all the emotional beats spot on, who really understood the character and was able to mold herself into that character. And that person is Honor Stringer, who's playing the lead role of Ruby. So casting these two was a huge weight off my shoulders, but at the same time, these two people are people that I never met in person. And so going into this is actually a massive gamble.
Hey Andy.
What's the plan today?
The plan is we're gonna shoot a little movie for Nick.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's another romance story. He's such a bleeding heart.
He loves that love story. Huh?
You know, he's a hopeless romantic, that guy, let me tell you.
Got the sun right in my eyes, just like how I like
can
it.
see that. Oh my god, you're overexposed.
Don't tell me that.
Okay, there.
I know I need to get my tan on. I know it's summertime already, Dandy.
So you got a girl?
Chill out, man.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I think we're on good time. The plan is we got here at 3, but the first shot is up at 6, and then all the other stuff is at nighttime. So we have like the whole half of the day to set up and rehearse and everything. So it's chill for now, but I don't know how it's gonna be after lunch. The reason why scheduling for this was such a challenge is A, the scripts are 20 pages, 15 to 20 pages for all 8 films. But also, like 95% of the script takes place at nighttime. And it's also the summer, which means that it gets dark at like 8:30 p.m. And there's no shot I'm gonna be making people go through an overnight shoot from like 8 p.m. to 8 a.m. Personally, I would hate that, and I know everybody else would hate that. So what we managed to do is come up with somewhat of a solution. We have the first half of the day, which would be in the daytime, and we use that first half of the day to set up and rehearse everything. So as soon as it gets dark, right after lunch, is when it's just all hands on deck, gas on the pedal, and we just go as fast as we can through everything. And hopefully everything is rehearsed and there's no hiccups throughout, and we can just keep going through it.
This is off, but yeah.
Oh, I had to respond.
I'll just take it.
That's really weird. So right now,
Our camera's not turning on. Oh. And we don't know why.
I is on, O is off, according to Google AI.
That's what I saw.
Is that true?
And holding down the shutter. For how long? 30 seconds?
30.
Hello.
Hello.
How's it going?
Doing good.
Good.
How's it going?
Good. Hi, I'm Alex.
Hi, Alex. I'm Andy.
Nice to meet you. Guys, what's up? Appreciate Nathan. Came off. What's up, man?
how's it going? Good. Hi, how's it going? I'm good. Haven't been back. Yeah. It's been going so far so good.
Nice.
Yeah. Things were not so far so good, but I was trying to desperately keep my cool, knowing in the back of my head that there's still a chance that I'm going to be sending everybody home and nothing would get shot. Then you have your conversation, you do the drink, and then when you start dancing, you'll come over here, through here, and then this area is kind of the dance floor.
I just need you to tell me straight up if we're doing this good or not. You know? Mm-hmm. Because, like, I'm self-aware. I don't want to get caught up in this toxic cycle. That's why just tell me if you want me to not go. You between me inside of me, you can answer my calls. For sure. So you think I should do it? What? Go dancing.
Time was running out, and the question in the air was how Nathan, the camera operator, had just literally bought, like 2 days ago, before the shoot, a Sony FX6. And he lives like 20-30 minutes away, so there was a chance that he could go drive home, get his camera, and then come back. And as soon as I realized that my camera was fried and it was game over, we just had to send him as quickly as possible to go and get the Sony FX6 and come up with some sort of solution.
Nick's FX3 completely broke.
Shut up.
Nick's FX3 stopped working
No, because there's no screw to fit into this.
right as the actors were arriving. And Nick kept a very level head in the face of looking me dead in the eye and telling me he's freaking out.
It's because it's
And so I went and I grabbed my camera, and now everything's great.
But there was one, maybe two very big problems with this.
Yeah, hey, no, man.
What?
Not looking good. I haven't bought my shit for it
stuff.
yet. I haven't bought anything for it.
So because he didn't buy anything for it, I had to set this up from scratch. So I took the bottom of the cage from this camera, took off the Arca mount, and then put the base of it straight into the camera. You can see that there. And then everything's attached. The rods aren't even in all the way because the battery's too long and the rods are too short. But this is basically the setup.
Oh, he doesn't have the charger?
No, he did not get the charger when he bought it. When he bought it from the guy,
Right.
it came the camera, a really shitty lens, the 2 batteries, that was it.
So then we had to send out Nathan again to go to a film store that was like 30 minutes away, and He even had to call the place because he was gonna get there 10 minutes after they closed. So he called the place, and the place was nice enough to stay open for us to get a charger for the batteries. But the first shot that was set around sunset was about to go up. Nathan still wasn't there. Nathan was still gonna be a while. And so realistically, I could just operate the camera for that shot, or Aiden can operate the camera for that shot. And so we made it work. So the first shot that we shot was also the first shot of the script. And we scheduled it so that it would come right at sunset. And I was able to use the Sunseeker app on my phone, not sponsored, but by all means, to track where the sun is. And I saw that at around 6:37, the sun was able to shoot right through that window and perfectly land in that one area. Just pretty much all natural light. And a lot of times it's not actually how you light a scene, but it's about how you block a scene. Because if the character was standing in any other part of that kitchen, then the lighting would just not work.
So I can think back to life I was living. So I can think back to days where I couldn't want more than just happiness.
And that brought us to lunch. But we knew that right after lunch, things are gonna start to really ramp up.
Right at the end of lunch, I plugged in the battery and it immediately said 20%, but we took it out when it said 37 minutes left, which I thought was like 20%, so I didn't think
I would
anything
just
of it.
keep writing it.
You know?
We have 5 pages to shoot in like 5 hours, and each scene contains a whole bunch of background actors. It's supposed to be a whole house party, and that is a lot of people to manage and a lot of moving pieces to put together for each individual shot.
Taking away the moments that make up a dull day.
We outside, we on set right now.
We're going to be coming back with scene 5 and then eventually moving into 4 and 6.
Like, I don't know if the time in would equal the time out.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
We don't know if the batteries are charging.
Equipment like here, you see there's a big light right your ass.
So if they're not charging, then we won't have enough time on the battery to film the scenes. But the camera itself didn't come with anything else.
No, the guy didn't even have it in a Pelican case. He wasn't even going to give me the batteries. I had to negotiate for them.
We just have to hope that while one battery is in the camera, the other battery that's charging is charging fast enough so that when the first battery dies, then we can swap. So it's whether the time in is equal to the time out and how long we can keep that chain going.
5, axolotl, take 3.
But the batteries were charged enough to get us through this scene. One thing that helped us go through so many shots so quickly and effectively was just very simple and effective lighting setups. This lighting setup in the kitchen was very simple. We just used the Intelitech 1 foot by 3 foot light cloth, which is pretty much just like a light mat. And we wrapped around a bleached muslin fabric to it to add more diffusion, and it kind of hangs like a little diaper type thing. And we boomed that overhead so that it would act as if it was like a regular overhead kitchen light that you would see in any house. And then we just had another small light with a spotlight attachment from Aperture, and that was just beaming into the ceiling, creating a little shape, a little rectangle, just to even out the rest of the kitchen. And then in other rooms of the house, we had set small lights like that to just shine into the roof, to give ambience to the space when we need. And the key to making these lighting setups fast and effective is to plan it so that when you light the wide shot, and then you have to go into the close-up shots, that you pretty much don't have to change a thing other than just like maybe one small tweak here and there. So when we went into the close-up shots, all we did is something that I love to do all the time. You essentially just clip or tape another piece of fabric onto the top of the light mat, and you just drape it down so that you're just getting another layer of diffusion, and since that piece of diffusion goes like all the way down to like their knees, you get more light that's able to fill in underneath their face, like underneath their eyes and their chin, to give that extra glow and to get rid of like the ugly raccoon eyes that you get a lot of times with just overhead light. And that's all we did. As we continue shooting, it looks like the batteries are giving us just enough charge to keep going throughout the day. But we still have to move very fast because there is a lot more to go through.
We're stressed, all of us. Every single person on the team, especially me, I'm so worried.
And again, the key to these fast working environments is keeping the lighting simple. This is one of my favorite shots from the film, and it was really just 2 battery powered lights. It was one tube behind the subject as a backlight, and then it was the light mat bouncing into the ceiling in front of him, pretty much as a key light, just to fill the front of his face. And then time quickly started running out.
You could do...
I want to see the brother dance with... Do I need to see the brother dance with Kate?
No, I think if anything, you would maybe want a close-up of him when he's standing there in reaction to all that.
Let's just go handheld and just don't get any stands or lights in the shot. Go to like a 50 and just grab everything.
All right, let's go with a 50.
Yeah, we have like 20 minutes to shoot that.
And I had planned so many different shots for this dance scene, so many different pieces of coverage, but now we were forced to come up with ways to cut a lot of shots. And this is a very common thing that always happens, and being able to think on the fly and have people around you to brainstorm with quick and come up with solutions quick and come up with good solutions is the difference between getting a scene done and not getting a scene done. Nathan, try to keep everything medium to medium close-up.
This is about right?
Yeah, that's like as close as I would go. Nathan, go to the 2-shot, and Alex, go dance with Kate, and Nathan, follow this. Awesome.
Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're gonna be making fake vomit for a movie.
The last scene we shot needed some fake throw up, so we put together a whole lot of different household ingredients.
We have some bones. You can guess what this is. We have a burger, mystery liquid, and some bread.
Just a little bit of water.
Oh my god. And shout out to Noah for creating probably the most disgusting throw up that I've personally ever seen in my life.
Shit, what happened? She threw up on me, bro!
Kate?
It's fucking lightweights, man. It's totally.
Where is she?
Well, at least this camera works. This is the night of day 1, and that was probably the craziest day on set ever. The tough thing is that it's 2 a.m. right now, and we went until 1 a.m. and even then we had to cut a lot of shots, but we still have what we absolutely need, and there's a lot of edits and things we can do. I just wish obviously that there was more time, but at the end of the day my main goal is for everybody to have a good time, even if I don't have a good time, and that's all I can really hope for. Personally, I did the best that I could possibly do. It's very overwhelming. Other than that, I'm exhausted. I'm gonna go to sleep, and I'll see you tomorrow. It feels like I failed. I think I did fail in a way.
my god! Today I'm the most nervous.
You're figuring out a way to like do a 20-page multi-location shoot without spending $15K.
I don't know if we'll have time to film the rest of the scenes.
Scene 9, take 1.